Well, as you can see, the tie is on. I don't know if you can see that on this angle actually, but the tie is on, covered in cat hairs because my cat has decided it wanted to sleep on it. But that can only mean one thing, not the cat sleeping on the tie, wearing the tie, I mean. That can only mean one thing. It's cup final o'clock. How you doing, everybody, and welcome to part 22 of the Aston Villa save here on FM24. I'm Stu. Thank you for joining me in today's video. It's just the one game. It's the Carabao Cup final that we didn't win last season, but we did win the season before. And it's against Manchester United. And if you're excited to see how we get on in today's cup final, do not forget quickly to leave a like on the video and to subscribe so you don't miss any of the nonsense that comes out of this face right here. So, it's cup final o'clock. It's pretty simple. It's one game and we're hoping to win it against Manchester United. Just a quick recap of how we did in the build-up to this game. If we have a look at the Carabao Cup, we started off obviously in the, I think it's the second or third round that we started in. Third round against Blackburn, we beat them 2-0. It definitely wasn't second round, was it? No, it wasn't. So third round, we beat Blackburn 2-0. Nice and comfortable. I remember us, I think, playing a relatively rotated side. Fourth round, we then battered Sheffield Wednesday. That was quite nice. Again, pretty much a rotated side for that one. Quarter final, Coventry battered them as well. Another rotated team against them. Then the semi-final was a bit more of a struggle. Tottenham Hotspur. We beat them in one leg, drew against them in the second leg. The main thing was we got through, which leads us to Manchester United. Now, if we go back to the third round and look for Manchester United, we can see that they beat Manchester City 4-1 in the third round. That's pretty good going. Their path then continued against Lincoln. They battered them 4-0, which you would expect. Quarter-final, they ended up battering Chelsea 6-3. What a mad game that looked like it was. And then in the semi-final, they overcame Liverpool 2-0 in the second leg, 3-2 overall. So they must have lost the first leg 2-1. So a good comeback victory from them, which does lead us to today. Now, today is all about the Carabao Cup, but we will quickly look at the Premier League table. That's how it's looking, isn't it pretty? Jack Grealish leads assists. Diego Costa is on the clean sheet list, as is Jacob Ramsey on the average rating of player list. Jacob Ramsey has recently signed a new contract. He is now delighted to be here, which is fantastic to see. He's had a really good season as well. 19 goal contributions in the Premier League is sensational, quite frankly. An England call-up has to be in the offing for him. But yeah, everything looking good there. In terms of the Champions League, I don't think we've had it drawn yet. No, we have not. The knockout playoff round is still going on, so we still don't know what happens, but the league phase ended looking like this. We finished in the top 8 quite comfortably in the end on 18 points. 16 points was the nearest target, so as comfortable as it can really be for that kind of thing. So we will be through to the next round, but again, we don't currently know who our opponents are. And remember, we won it last time. Arsenal won it the year before, which is sensational to me. But yeah, we won it last year. We're looking to defend our trophy this year, which is kind of sensational to say. But it's time for the game. It is time for the game. Now, one bit of transfer news I do need to draw your attention to is the signing of this man. You already knew it was coming. It has been confirmed. Pedro Gonçalves is in. We signed him for £45 million. I'm pretty happy with him as a signing. I've used him before. I think most people who played Football Manager with reasonable sized clubs at the start of their saves have ended up using this guy at some point. He's a very, very good player. Only the 2 caps for Portugal at 27 years old isn't great, but he's one of those players that I think everyone kind of knows about, but also in a weird way sneaks under the radar. But so far, he's done his part. He hasn't played lots of football for us, but he will get time just to give Jack Grealish a bit of a break. Potentially also Jacob Ramsey as well, because he can do an adequate job in both of those positions. Also can act as an emergency striker, should it be needed. So, this is the 11 we're going to be using against Manchester United. It is Lunin in goal, White, Gomez, Torres, Christiansen in defence, Kamara and Gray in the middle with Gonzalez, Ramsey and Grealish supporting Watkins up front. Lunin in goal is the only major change to what I would do for the strongest 11. But he's been our cup goalkeeper. I want to honour that. Elia Wahi is nearly back fit. He's got between 10 days and 3 weeks left before being fully available. Other than that, the squad is as you would want it. Most of the players are available. It's just some of them don't have full fitness due to game time. But we're looking good. Let's just get into the game and let's just see if we can win another trophy. I shouldn't have been as disappointed last season as I was with not winning this. It is only the Carabao Cup. However, as I explained at the beginning of this save, this is the last trophy that Aston Villa won in reality. At the time of recording, obviously. So, I have a sentimental attachment to the idea of us winning this trophy. I would really like to win it. We already won it, of course, in Season 1 when we won this along with the UEFA Europa Conference League. So it's not one that like we desperately need to win to complete a set. It's just we lost it last year. That rankles me a bit. I'd quite like to win it this year. And of course, last year we lost it against Brentford of all teams. No offence, Brentford fans. I'm sure you're lovely. Right, Kamara. Poor pass. Bruno Fernandes intercepts. And we give United a chance to burst forward here. We were getting a little bit of possession going. And all it takes is a poor pass to kind of undo everything. Rashford now is into the box. Crosses it into Yeremy Pinho. And it is 1-0 to Manchester United. Lapse passing from ourselves has really cost us there. I'm going to encourage the boys. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. It's only 1-0. There's a lot of the game left, but it's a poor pass from us that's really let us down. And it is Kamara who did it as well. And he normally is better than that. Right, Grealish with a cross. We are good at our set pieces. And Pau Torres, I thought had forced a save there, but it's actually ended up being a goal kick. It must have hit the crossbar. But we do have another free kick here. And it is Jack Grealish to take. I have gambled a bit by not starting Messi. I've started Nico because Nico is the guy we brought in this season. He's the guy who's got more longevity than Messi, who's retiring at the end of this season. Jack Grealish desperately close to making it 1-1 there. We are really battering them now here at Wembley. Can't get my words out. Battering them now here at Wembley, which is nice to see. Luke Shaw manages to head the corner out though, but the ball falls now to Jacob Ramsey into Archie Gray. Gray to Grealish. Grealish. What a goal that is from Jack Grealish. It's going to get checked for offside though. I did think it had a hint of offside about it. The linesman's flag is not up though. That doesn't necessarily mean it won't be disallowed. I really hope it isn't because it looked like a great pass and it was a great pass and Jack Grealish does score. Ramsey here gets it to the playmaker. He gets it to Archie Gray. And Archie Gray just sees Grealish on the edge of the box. And it kind of goes through the goalkeeper there, but I don't care. It's a Jack Grealish special. And we do tie things up again. Let's see how tight it was. It wasn't actually that tight in the end, actually. I thought it was much tighter than that. That will do. That will do perfectly. Lovely stuff from Super Jack Grealish. Turning up in a big final. I've had mixed experiences with Jack Grealish in FM in the past. It's good to see him show up in a big game. I say big game. Again, Carabao Cup. Take it with a pinch of salt. But it's nice to see him show up here. And it does make me very happy. We have dominated the game other than their early goal. So it would be nice for us to get another one at some point. Right, we start with a highlight in United's half with them in possession. Can we put pressure on them to give the ball away? Right, Bruno Fernandes now on the ball. Big heavy touch, but he's got space to run into. Running into it nicely here. Yeremy Pinho has actually moved out wide here. So have they changed their formation or have they changed how their personnel are lined up? Maybe, but we get the ball back here. And Jack Grealish now has a little bit of space to run in. He's got players coming up in support. Nico now on the ball. Kind of going backwards a bit. That's a poor pass from Nico. It's a really poor pass from Nico. Oh my goodness. Nico. Oh goodness. Right. Focus, Nico. That was such a poor pass from him. Goodness me. Oh. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. No. We've had two really sloppy passes in this game. One of them cost us. One of them nearly did. I would have been fuming if we'd have conceded from that. Right. Jacob Ramsey now. Gets it back to Nico. Nico. Heavy touch, but it goes into space again. Over to Kamara now. Kamara back to Nico. The two people with the loose passes, but they combine to get the ball to Jacob Ramsey. And just after he signs his new contract to remain with us, as he's no longer wanting to leave the club, Jacob Ramsey puts us ahead. It's the two Villa homegrown boys who have put us ahead in this game. Jack Grealish with the equaliser and Jacob Ramsey with the one to put us ahead. There's still a half of football to play, but we lead at half-time against Manchester United. Get in there, boys. Come on. Come on. Nice stuff. Right. It's only a game, Stu. Calm yourself down. Right. I'm just going to blanketly... Well, in fact, no. I'm going to tell Ollie Watkins he needs to step up his game. There's a temptation to bring Messi on, but really Messi has not done a good job as a striker for me. He's been better on the wing. So I'll keep Ollie Watkins out there. He's an industrious worker. So let's see if he can just work hard and do his job. By the way, they have actually moved Rashford and Pinho around, which is interesting to see. I'm a bit surprised at that. Big ball over the top to Marcus here. That nearly spelled danger for us. It could still spell danger for us though. We get so lucky there. The ball crashes off the crossbar after the save. I think the save from Lunin. Anyway, Mason Mount gets bullied off the ball there and it's launched into United's half and the highlight ends. Goodness me. That was a bit nervy. I mean, we started the game quite slowly. We've started the second half quite slowly. We can find a way to get into gear now. I would be very happy. I'm going to demand more from the boys. They've made some changes. I'm just going to make some changes of my own. I'm just going to have a quick look at their positioning. So, who have they brought on? They've brought on Garnacho, who we should be going in hard on apparently. And they've brought on Mason Mounts, who we need to put on his weak side. I'm pretty sure he's right-footed. He is. Let's pop him on his left. And they've also brought on Rafael Varane. We're going to just keep pressing him the way that we were pressing the other guy, Skriniar. Skriniar's ended up in the midfield, which is an interesting choice. Foyth has gone to right back. They have really moved a lot of players around, which is really interesting to see. Rashford's gone off completely, despite the fact that he's looked really good for them today. That surprises me greatly, and I'm a little bit surprised as well that Anthony is still on the pitch, but he is still on the pitch, so they must know something we don't. We'll leave things as they are there. I think that will do, and then we'll move over to tactics and look and see if we make any changes. Well, I think first one is Ben White. He's going to come off with Christopher Ayer. Definitely. Kamara's not had a good game as well. We'll bring on Douglas Luiz. And then I'm looking at fitness as well as ratings. Ollie Watkins really hasn't had a good one. I could bring on Goncalves, Messi or Moukoko. I mean, it's a difficult one. It is a really difficult one. There's a temptation to bring Messi on. However, Messi is going to come on for Gonzalez. I don't know why I said his name like that. Gonzalez at some point. But Moukoko is nervous and he's only a 2-star player, and Gonçalves really isn't a striker. But I am going to actually bring Gonçalves on as a deep line forward, and Gonzalez is going to come off for Messi. We're going to do that. I think Pedro's going to be best as that. I don't think there's any questioning in that, and it will give room for hopefully for Jacob Ramsey to run into. Saves us one substitution as well for the very end. Right, have faith in you. Go out there, boys. Come on. And maybe we'll bring Moukoko on towards the end for some energy and move Pedro to the left and bring Jack Grealish off. Now he's tiring. I think we might end up doing that. Right. Come on, boys. Demand a bit more from you. Let's go. Match momentum's been on their side more in this half, which is a pattern for us. I don't really know how and why. I mean, there must be something in there as to why that happens that I haven't really clicked on with this team yet. But they definitely do. Not tire in the second half, but we do take our foot off the gas. The first half usually is our strongest. What a goal that is from Milan Skriniar. That's outrageous. He's a centre-back. That's outrageous. That is one of the best goals I've seen from a centre-back. Varane, look at how high they're pressing. And then Skriniar just unleashes. That is, I mean, if you're going to equalise in the cup final, I can't say much about that, to be honest with you. Right, fire up. Pedro's not had a great start to the game, but we are playing him out of position. I don't really want to take Jack Grealish off, but I think we're going to have to because he's tiring. And I think, I mean, what do we then do? What do we then do? Mokoko's the obvious one. Moukoko is the obvious one. I mean, he's not a, I don't know, that's a glitch. Bring him on as an advanced forward, maybe. And we just hope everyone else. I mean, the other thing is we put Messi up there. But then, who do we put on the right-hand side? We don't have anyone who can go on the right. Wow, let me rephrase that. We don't have anyone who can go on the right who's still on the pitch. That's the issue with that. So Messi kind of does have... To be fair, no. Pedro can. And then we could actually bring on Miranda, which I know seems like a weird one. However, it gets his set pieces on the pitch. So we could do that. I don't know if it's a good idea, but we could do that. Oh, this is tough. This is really, really tough. I tell you what, change my mind a little bit. Ramsey's going to go out wide. We're going to bring Christian Eriksen on. A little bit of guile in the midfield, a little bit of ability, a little bit of talent, technical power. Pedro will go on the right, Ramsey on the left, Messi up front. And I think, anything else we can do? Low crosses. I'm tempted to up the tempo, but I'm not going to. I'm tempted to, do you know what? Let's go attacking as well. We've sat off of them in this half a little bit. See if Christian Eriksen can make the difference. Right, we've already fired up. Let's see if we can get a late winner here. Right, we start with the ball. Christiansen into Jacob Ramsey. Jacob Ramsey, who we haven't played out on wide since really properly the first season. I don't know why he was looking for a big cross to Messi there, but he was. Messi gets it into Pedro, though. Pedro now. Pedro goes round his man. Pedro Gonçalves! It's his first goal for Aston Villa. And he's just done this. Gets it for a Messi. And then does his best Messi impression. Goes through his man here. Round his man there. Pedro. Off the right-hand side, which is not a strong position for him. And we lead again. The new signing, Pedro Gonçalves, off the bench, has gone and put us ahead in the 86th minute. And we win. We win the Carabao Cup for the second time in this save. We avenged the loss at Wembley last season. Not against Manchester United, admittedly. It was against Brentford. But still, we win the trophy in dramatic fashion in the 86th minute. And I would argue it's two worldy goals that have finished the game off. First of all, the stunner from Milan Skriniar, who, remember, we were originally going to try and sign. I ended up going with Joe Gomez, I think. It was going to be Skriniar when he turned us down for Manchester United. So that was an absolute stunning goal from a centre-back. Got to be 35 yards out. But then, Pedro Gonçalves off the bench for us. Goes through one man, dribbles around another, and just passes it through the keeper. And makes it 3-2. Dramatic scenes at Wembley. It's another trophy for us. Get in there, boys. Come on. Pedro Gonçalves off the bench to absolutely save us. Again, lads, calm yourselves down. You could look a little happier. Seemed a little happier. Convinced. We've got one who looks delighted. One who looks more delighted. One who displays no emotion. One that's gained confidence. And Yusufa Mokoko's nervous because he's probably thinking he's going to drop the trophy or something. I don't understand. Lads, you've just won a trophy. We're going out tonight. We're going out on the lash. Come on, boys. What can you do? But that is a massive result for us. I mean, we've got Liverpool in 4 days. So, you know, that's a really good result. That's a good result. We've technically got a double because we won the European Super Cup. Is it the UEFA Super Cup? I keep calling it the European Super Cup. It's the UEFA Super Cup. I keep thinking European Super Cup. I'm going to turn around and say the European Super League at some point, and I'm just going to make people just go nuclear. And by the way, that's the results we've had recently. How about that for some form? But next up, we've got Liverpool. So we will come back for the second leg of the Champions League knockout. So it's only going to be in a few games' time. We're going to come back for a pair of games here. I mean, we could come back for United there. Why would we do that? Let's come back for the Champions League knockout second leg for the round of 16, and then we'll come back for Sheffield United as well. I feel like that sounds like a plan to me. Let's do that. So I will see you in those two games. I know it's only been a short one for the Cup final today, but short and sweet. We'll get it out there, and we'll probably end up bringing this out in a week where we end up with 3 videos again. So that feels like a plan. So I'll see you for the Champions League, but until then, thank you very much for... I'm going to take this tie off. The cat hair's getting on my nerves. But thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like on the video if you have enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe. It is completely free to do so, and you'll make me a happy chap. I've been Stu, and you guys have been awesome. I'll see you next time. Cheers.